Alright guys, hello, and this video is going to be about my first kiss, and this happened all back in middle school, when I was in 6th grade. So, I mean, I guess to some people that could be an accomplishment, to others, it could be like, hey, I did it when I was in 3rd grade, I'm a fucking badass over here, okay? But, yeah, this happened in 6th grade, and it actually started because me and my friend, we're gonna call him, let's call him Bob, okay? So me and Bob were neighbors, and, if Bob, if you're watching this right now, then, I know we had to go and, I'm not gonna talk about the entire story, but I'm only gonna talk about this part. Maybe the next time in another video, I'll talk about another part of the story, because there's two portions of it. Of course, it doesn't really end all that well, but this is going to be my experience with my first kiss. So, me and Bobby were car riders, and we would our parents would always take us to school, and they would go and switch days and all that. Sometimes, well, I mean, we rode the bus too, but there were some times when we were a car rider, and we would just go and take the car. And there was this one girl, let's go and call her, we'll call her, Jeanette, because that's the stereotypical name, I guess. Or, well, actually, I don't know. We'll just call her Jeanette, because I don't want to use any real names here. But, yeah, we would go and take different car rides, and we would just go and we would sit in the back. And this is actually the first time that I met this Jeanette person. Actually, no, I'm in the middle, and Jeanette's on the right side. And we're sitting in the back, and she's bouncing because the road's a little bit bumpy, and she's bouncing right next to me. And when I was a little boy, I was very prepubescent. If you watch anime, basically I was kind of like how the character would react. I'm like, oh, it's a girl. What is happening? She's bouncing next to me. Must be fate. It must be. Bum bum bum. But no. In reality, I was just kind of in the back there, and I'm getting message now in a group. Somebody added me to a group in Messenger, Facebook, Facebook Messenger. Why did I say Messenger Facebook? What the fuck is wrong? Anyway, back to topic. So I actually never really knew this person because she was a grade ahead of me. Well, actually, she should have been 2 grades ahead of me, but she did fail 1 grade, and her situation at home wasn't exactly the best situation that it could have been. And so she took rides with us because she didn't have her own car, and it was kind of hard for her to like get to school on her own. Yeah, so after school, we took the car as well, and she ended up getting dropped off at my friend's house, and my friend asked if I wanted to go and come over and hang out. And so I went over to his house, and he was in the back playing video games, and then she was like, hey, do you want to play Truth or Dare? And so, I said yes. And so we headed in the backyard, and it started off a little bit simple, but on the 3rd one, that's when it got a little bit more than just simple. Got fucking intense. No, just kidding. But the first one was like, hey, go and spin around in that tire wheel thing like 3 times or whatever. See if you can last without falling off. And it was just kind of simple stuff like that at first. But then after a while, she's like, okay, well, I dare you to kiss me. And I'm like, I haven't had my first kiss yet. I'm in middle school. I mean, I probably should have had it before that. I don't know. I'm not really good with these type of things. I mean, elementary school, you didn't really hear much of that kind of stuff. Middle school, it was kind of more normal. High school, definitely normal. But, yeah, back in those days, it was just like, I'm new. I'm fresh and in middle school and everything. Lockers, it was kind of like a miniature high school, or at least in my opinion. And so I basically said that, I haven't had it. I haven't done it before, and it was just kind of like a little peck. At the time, I thought a peck was, like, good, but no, it was just a peck. It wasn't anything, like, intense or anything like that. It was just, like, a little peck, and throughout the time, it actually got a little bit more complicated, and that's actually where another story might come into play about the time how I almost lost my virginity, which, that happened in 6th grade too. But that's a whole nother story. That's later on. It didn't happen, but I was very close. We ended up doing that. It was kind of weird because the relationship she had with my friend, they were dating, but they weren't dating. It was kind of like an open relationship. It was really weird. And now that I look back on it, I'm like, why did I even take a part in this? Why did I even do this with that person? Like, the relationship, it was really weird. It was an open relationship. Like, on Facebook, how you can put, like, if you're single, married, or any of that, and it says open, like, you're probably like, what the fuck is open? What does that mean? And open is, like, where you really there's no thing, like there's no balance. You can do whatever you want. So it was really weird, and I didn't really understand that when I was in 6th grade, when I was like 12 years old, 11, 12. And so that's my first kiss. It was in my friend's backyard. It was a sunny afternoon, right after school ended. And after that, it did get a little bit more intense, but that's for another story. And I actually saw this person in high school. Hopefully, I don't know if she watches my videos or not, but hopefully she really doesn't, because I don't know. At the end, we kind of swore never to really talk about this. But that's after the incident happened, which that might be another video for the future. But for now, this is where I'm gonna go and leave it off. But you know, I think I'm winning. In the end, it didn't really work out. But because we actually did start dating after that, which is kind of weird because me and my friends were doing it at the same time. We both knew about it too, and we were okay with it. But now in high school, she's actually pregnant, and it's none of us. She has a boyfriend now, and she's pregnant and everything. And so I'm just kind of like, I think I'm on the winning side. I mean, I'm not saying that pregnancy in high school is bad, but be fucking real. It's pretty bad, okay? You don't want to have a baby when you're in high school. And her circumstances at home aren't really that good, and she's kind of had like a really sad life. But I don't really think that makes up for the excuse that, you know, you shouldn't really. I don't know if this is just like me, but I would want my child to have a happy life, you know, where I have a house and everything that can sustain. And because I think she's actually living at her boyfriend's house because I don't know, her parents and everything. It's just really weird. But I would want my child to like have, you know, a good life rather than, you know. I don't want to say anything bad here, but if you think about it, when you're in high school and you have a baby and you're not really made up of all that money, I don't really know if you should be, like, sustain a baby. I mean, hopefully everything works out with them. You know, I wish them the best luck. But anyways, thank you for watching this video on my first kiss. And by the way, this person was a female. You know, for anybody out there, it's like, hey, are you fucking gay? No, I'm not gay. I'm straight. Okay, this is a female, because you know, a man can't get pregnant. Well, I mean, you could find a video of a man giving birth, but no, a man can't get pregnant. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and Prodigy X17 is out.